Holy thank God we finished with the chairs, Batman! Hello there, welcome back to Building Boys. You now have issue 26 of Hachette's Build the Batmobile Tumbler. Now, in this one, we will be finishing the chairs. We never have to build another chair again. We're done. We got through it. We got there together. It's been hard going, but we've made it. So we're going to be applying the backrest to the chair, but then ultimately we're going to be fitting the chair to the base of the cockpit, and then both of the chairs are installed, and we never have to touch the chairs again unless we fit seat belts at some point. But we're done, so we're moving on to new things, and I think that's all we want, is we want something new, because we have just essentially built full parts, then repeated the build. It's what it is, but it's going to look good, it's going to look nice. At the end of this one, we will be talking about Batman Forever, and specifically, we'll be talking about the Batmobile that features in that one, because it's very different to the 89 Batmobile. Now, I love the 89 Batmobile. 89 Batmobile is my favourite Batmobile. You don't have to agree with me, but if you don't, you're wrong. Even though we are building the Batmobile Tumbler, I do love the Tumbler, and it fits well in its universe. And if I didn't love it, I wouldn't be building it. But the 89 is my Batmobile. It's the one. It's the one. I was 10 years old when I first saw that. But the 95 Batmobile came along, and I didn't hate it, but it has got it's got giant fin, which is weird. But we're going to talk all about it. So we're going to talk about the Batman Forever Batmobile at the end of this one. Who, where, what, why, and how. And we'll do a deep dive on it. But let's get this chair finished, finally. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Helps the channel massively. Let's get this built. Okie doke. So here is everything we get in issue 26. Not a lot. So there is our pad for the chair, some more 3M tape, and some more CP screws. That's it. But this is it. This is the end of the chair. We made it. We got there. Took 8 weeks in total, if you're building it weekly. But you made it. You've got to the chairs. Right. So, how are we going to do this? Right. Pretty much exactly the same as we did the last one. So let's apply our stickers first. We're using this part, the hard part of the chair. Now, you will see there are 2 squares. And what we're going to do is we're going to fit the stickers to the chair. Now we're going to start with the smallest one first. We're going to remove that off the back in, and that's going to fit over here like so. So that's that one in place there. And then we are going to put a second, a larger one, just over here. Taking that one, take the backing off, fit that one in place, pop that one over there. Now we're going to remove the back end from these. Let that one dry first. Get that one. Yep, that's one. That's 2. And then we're going to take this piece here, and this is quite simply just going to sit over here. So we're going to get it into the channels, get all that glued in nice, and yep, that's stuck in place with that 3M tape. Squeeze that down. Yep. Happy. Right, so that's how that needs to be. Now we are going to attach this to the chair itself. And to do that, I remember it's been a nuisance last time. I hope it isn't this time. It should just slot down. Yeah, I remember it's been a bit of a pain in the ass. It is this time as well. Come on, you bloody thing. All right, get in your tubs. Gotcha. Right, so that's now in. So there we are with that one. That's, oh, there we go. All right, now we are going to, do we use CP screws for this? Really? I genuinely thought we put screws in this. We don't. It's just, that's it. I thought we screwed it in from the back. No, we don't. That's it. Okay, so that is the chair built. Lovely stuff. Now we're going to bring up the cockpit and we're going to attach this to the cockpit. Okay, so we brought a cockpit over and taken our passenger seat. We have these 4 lugs here, 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 and here. And this should... This should fit in. We're just going to slide it until it finds where it's supposed to go. There we go. Right, so it's found its home. That's where that one's going to go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip this one over and we're going to attach CP screws to hold it in place. Now we're going to put 4 CP screws into this. Hold on to your chair as you flip this over, because if you don't, it's just going to come straight out. Now I've said that, you watch me flip this pretty much straight out. I can see it happening. Right. I told you. Right, let's get this. Oh, yeah. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Let me get this lined up. Let's get this screwed in. Okay, so holding on to your chair. We're going to put in 4 screws. We're going to start over here with our first one. Once we got one in, we're all right. Let's just get that one. Once the one's in, the chair's held, and we're good. Let's get this one in. There we go. Right, so now we're okay. Now we are going to do the thing I'm obsessed with, is spider webbing. We go to the opposite hole on the diagonal. I'm going to screw this one in. Now there are only 2 chairs in the Batmobile that I'm aware of. I hope there's not a back seat. That might be, who knows, 3 months building it. I don't think there is. There's not, there can't be. So this will be it for seating for the Batmobile. But this, I've got a feeling we're going to flip this over and it's all going to be worthwhile. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Right, here's screw number 4. Right, so that... Aha! So there we go, that's how our cockpit's now looking. Both chairs in. Happy, 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 happy. It's looking good, right? There we go. I'm happy with this. I like this. Yeah, I like this. I do. So good. These are going to look awesome. Honestly, we've got the center console down here and it's going to look nice. And we are moving on to the side walls in the next ones. So this is all going to start getting encased in. It's going to look nice, really nice. Let's have a chat. No more chairs! So we're done. The chairs are now complete. So we have both of our chairs in our cockpit. We're looking rather lovely. We're looking, you know, it still doesn't look like a car, does it? It doesn't look a vehicle at this point. This looks like a room. So it is, because it's a weird shape. It's a weird construction. It's a weird car. I mean, it's unique. But those are done. They're done. We're done with the chairs. We're done. Good thing, right? We might have some seatbelts put at some point. Not bothered about that. But we'll you know, we'll get there. So the next one, we are putting the sidewalls in. They're called the bulkhead, the left and right bulkhead, putting those in next. So we're going to start making this cockpit into a contained unit. It's good stuff. If you are just sticking around for the build instructions, thank you for stopping by. For sticking around for our chat, we are talking about the Batman Forever Batmobile. And it is this one here. Just the car, right? Chicks dig the car. Do they? I don't know, right? So the Batman Forever Batmobile sort of splits people. Some people love that Batmobile. Some people absolutely hate it. I fall in an indifferent camp on this one. It kind of looks like the 89, but it's not. I mean, the one thing that has got going is neon, right? They went up light and mental on that one. So there are all these sections of it with this blue neon light shining through, which for me makes it look flimsy and kind of like a shark. It looks like it's got a massive fin on the back of it, huge fin, but it kind of looks like I don't know, like a fish, man. It looks like a shark. Look, it looks like a shark. Kind of fish-esque. Now that wasn't the original Batmobile. Like everything else in Batman Forever, they had one idea, then changed their mind and did something else. So H.R. Geiger, who designed the Xenomorph in Aliens, designed a Batmobile for Batman Forever. And they looked and went, that thing is too dark. And I don't know what a H.R. Geiger Batmobile looks like, but I would imagine dark as hell. But they decided it was too dark. We're not using that. We're not using that. But they went a little bit overboard on this one. As far as I'm aware, I'm sure of it. The 89 Batmobile doesn't have a bat symbol on it. Neither does this one. So the Tumbler doesn't have a bat symbol on it. There are things that look bat-esque, but there's no big bat symbol attached to it. The Forever is covered in them, right? So the wheels of the Forever have the logo on them, have the bat symbol, and they're lit up with neon backlighters. And they also have a nifty trick in that they pivot. So they pivot in, and the car can drive sideways. And it can actually do that. So that car could actually do that. They had bearings that it could do it. I don't know how reliable the things could be. The car itself isn't a car; it's fiberglass. It's a fiberglass body built on a Chevy frame. So again, it's not a real car. It's just a fiberglass body kit clamped to a Chevy body. They made two. They made one for close-ups, interior shots. They made one for the stunt driver. The one for the stunt driver had to obviously be a little bit more, had to be able to take a bit more abuse. Whereas the one for the interior shots and things like that was very pretty, but I mean you could sneeze near it and it would dent. But the wheels, as I said, the wheels are turned in. Here's a good look at the wheels. So the Batmobile does some nifty things throughout this movie. It drives up a wall at one point. It fires a grapple hook. It jumps the wall and drives up the wall, which is great. But I can remember watching it and thinking, but what happens when you get to the top? Because how'd you get over? Because this thing's hanging off the wall and it's like you're just gonna go up and stop. But it is the first Batmobile on film to get destroyed. So the Riddler and Two-Face break into the Batcave and destroy the Batmobile. So that Batmobile only lasts this film. That's it. I mean, the 89 got 2 journeys out. This one just the one. So it's in one scene with Batman driving it. It's in one scene where Robin takes her for a joyride, and then it's destroyed. So we never see that Batmobile again. Now, again, like I said, a lot of people love that Batmobile. There was a model kit. I can't remember the company that did it. There was a company that did like a sprue kit model of that, and it sold really well. And a lot of stuff did. I mean, a lot of things... It's of its time, so it hasn't aged particularly well, but it was very 90s. So it was that very 90s style, and people did love that car when it first came out. It's just not aged particularly well now. It's not as timeless as the 66 or the 89. It's not as well remembered, but it's definitely better than the 97. And it's definitely better than the Batman versus Superman Batmobile. That thing is gross. But that's a story for another day. But it is what it is. But it's not the only vehicle in it. So there is a Batboat as well in Batman Forever. Do we talk about the Batboat? No. we're not going to talk about the Batboat. We're going to stick with the Batmobiles. But it is what it is. And again, it was a massive part of the market. And as I said, that line, it's the car, right? Chicks dig the car, was everywhere. It was on every short advert. It was being quoted on TV shows, and it was that was kind of the catch line. It's car, right? Chicks dig the car. And they went into overdrive. It seemed a strange choice for them to destroy it. It would have been nice to see the Riddler take it, green it up, and put some question marks on it, but that's what they did. Is it a bad Batmobile? No, I wouldn't say it is a bad Batmobile. I would just say it's of its time. I'm sure someone's going to savage me in the comments. It's my favourite Batmobile. I know, yeah, that's okay, man. It's if it's your favourite, it's your favourite. I never loved it, man. Just couldn't get on with it. Could not get on. This is the giant fin. I don't know. The fins always bothered me. What's that for? What's the point of that? And it's that. Now I know the 89 had fins, but they were sort of subdued compared to this thing. But it's what it is. So that's the last 2-seater Batmobile until the Tumbler turns up, because the next Batmobile is only a single-seater, which is bizarre because there's something going on here with Batman. There's lots of subcontext. This is the first movie where he's got a sidekick, and the first thing he does is make sure he's only got a single-seater Batmobile. Like, I ain't sharing my car with him. It's got that going on. But we will talk about the fallout of Batman Forever on the next one, where we'll be installing the left bulkhead wall to this. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I'll see you very, very soon for more from Bill and the Boys. I'll see you then.